Welcome everyone to another episode of Part of Cultura, the official podcast for the Latinx Film and Theater Association at UCLA. If you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Make sure to check out our other episodes as we drop new episodes every week. Today's episode is being recorded the day before Thanksgiving, so it's Thanksgiving themed. And let's do a little roll call. Who's here today?
Hi everyone, my name is Jay Al.
Hi, my name is Alan, and I'll be the host for the next episode, which we had already pre-recorded, but now we're recording this one first. So you'll catch me in 2 episodes.
And I'm Brian, and yeah, basically. So interesting. I think this is the first episode we've had all males.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's true.
Male representation.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we
I
need more of that.
yeah we
Everybody's like diversity. Where is it? No, I'm just
yeah I think this is my first podcast with JL, and I think I was on another one with Alan. So
Yeah, I've been with you guys separately, but not together.
cool. So let's hop right into our topic. So being that this has been a very crazy year, 2020 will be one for the record books or the history books.
Definitely.
I thought it'd be a good idea to go over kind of recap this entire year. You know, sometimes you don't get a chance to process, and I feel like Thanksgiving, being that it is something that people look at and see what they're thankful for. I feel like doing this for this year would be a good way to recap everything that's happened this year.
Yeah, sounds good.
So, who wants to start?
I guess I could start with what I've been thankful for this year.
Yeah.
I want to say like pre-COVID, like was for sure a thing like around March and May. I started getting into like more creative stuff and working on art. So even though the pandemic has like hit everybody economically, financially, and stuff like that, for sure it has helped me like create more artworks and like work with painting and stuff. So, because right now like nobody's well, not nobody, but like for the most part, a lot of people haven't been working because it's been really hard to find a job, especially with like employment being like at an all-time low because of COVID. I've kind of just taken advantage of that fact that most of us aren't working to work on stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, it's interesting because I mean both you and I graduated in June, so I mean our normally in a normal year we would be either already with a job or interviewing or much more closer, but because of how things are, we just happen to graduate at the worst time. So yeah, that's I guess for us we do have that ability to do a little extra, like stuff that we've been wanting to do for a while or haven't had time. But for people like Alan, I'm sure you can speak on this, Alan. How has school been like for you being online? I mean, we got an opportunity to do online school too, so it was awful. But now this seems like your norm for the next year. So how's that going?
Yeah, so you guys last quarter, right? What was it?
Spring?
Spring quarter of
Yeah.
last year. That was like for everyone, it was the first time doing online school, and it was a lot more chaotic. And I feel like I really wasn't used to it. And I think I got a B in a class where I should have gotten an A, but because I was at home, I couldn't like concentrate and all that. But now that it's kind of been the norm, I think I've gotten kind of used to it. I mean, it still sucks. Like, no, I don't think anyone wants to choose this over like actual like being in class and stuff. But I
Yeah.
think I have gotten used to it because I have like a quarter's experience, and now it looks like the next 2 quarters are probably going to be online as well. So it sucks, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, for sure, man. I can't like I know I kept moping around the thing, and I guess this is related to what we're thankful for. When all this started, my only thought was, "Damn, this sucks." My last quarter, it's gonna be online, which means I'm gonna have to, and my graduation got ruined. So I was just like, this is like the worst thing ever. And I was like, I need that extra quarter to like, I guess, close out my UCLA undergraduate career. But then I think and I reflect on everyone that still has school, like incoming freshmen or people that are actually graduating this year. It's like, well, that sucks even more, I think, for them because now they have their entire senior year online, or those that are incoming freshmen, they're not going to be able to get the same experience of like going to the games or the even like the orientation and all that. It's just going to be completely different. So they miss out on all that I was lucky enough to be a part of. So then I'm like, well, when you really reflect, I guess we didn't get off too bad, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, definitely.
No, yeah, for sure. I was also gonna add when Alan was talking about how we kind of got to experience online school for the spring quarter of 2020 this year. Honestly, even though it was hard, I'm thankful too that it was online because as a commuter student that lives 2 hours away from school, I could just hop onto class at Zoom and not have to take the train and bus for those 2 hours. So it's like, even though it was hard doing work online and like listening through like even pre-recorded lectures, like it kind of worked out for a lot of commuter students too. So it's like seeing like the silver lining and doing online classes kind of hits, because I wasn't trying to go to school for like 2 hours. And even when we had meetings for LTA, y'all noticed that I had to leave early to catch the commuter van service. So it's like being a commuter really
Yeah.
got in the way, and coronavirus kind of helped out a bit, if that makes sense. And yeah, we didn't get a graduation. That sucks.
I would always be like, because I would see that you'd be at school hella early, like, because you had to take the bus, and if you missed it, you might end up later to class, so you were always there like super early.
Yeah, I remember just being there by 7:30 and like feeling proud of myself because I'm like, yo, if I could make it 30 minutes ahead of class, like, and some people that live 2 blocks away because they're either dorming or they're living in the apartments, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back because I'm here early. But it was honestly a bitch commuting.
No, yeah, I bet.
You had 8 a.m.s and you had a commute for like 2 hours. Oh my god, you deserve all the jobs. Give this man all the jobs.
For
I want to
real,
say
like,
thank you, but also it's my fault because I didn't get I didn't get into some of my classes because this is why I think y'all should stick onto your enrollment periods because I always missed them. Always,
how did
always,
you
always.
miss your enrollment periods?
How?
And I would miss them by like days. Like, oh fuck,
Fool,
my enrollment.
how?
Yeah, because I wouldn't really check like
Bruh.
being so focused on work and stuff. I forgot, and people would be like, "You haven't signed up for classes?" And I'm like, "No, not yet." And I would be stuck with these 8 a.m. classes. So it's like,
Never mind. Don't give this man a job.
Don't
yeah,
give it.
hey,
Take
but I
them
need
all
that
away.
job if anybody's hiring. But yeah, I kind of walked into that one.
Everyone's always stressing about enrollments, and I mean, I completely understand. I'd always be stressing, but I would think for something you stress so much about, you'd like put, a reminder or something, and then you're telling us over here that you went days without without
Yeah, I
enrolling.
started getting used to setting up reminders and stuff. I started setting up reminders for stuff because, dude, my brain just forgets to like click and like know that certain deadlines are coming up. But sometimes even the reminders don't work because I set up the wrong reminder for the podcast. I thought it was gonna be at 2:30. So it's a work in progress, you know.
Sets up his reminder the last quarter of college.
It was a fail, honestly.
No, but regardless, like that, you still stuck through it, like having to wake up early. And I think you made a good point. You were like, oh, people that live like 2 blocks or something. And just to contrast, JL's like struggle with that, having to wake up early and being there on time. I know personally myself, I'm like one of those people that Joe was talking about. Like I would wake up 10 minutes before, go brush my teeth, change, and then just go to class and get there like 2 minutes before. Because I had that ability because I live close enough.
I wasn't
So,
trying to be shady, by the way.
No, no, no. I'm just
Sorry.
saying like there's a completely different
yeah.
like it's a whole struggle. You feel me? Like it's I guess
Yeah,
if
I
if
get
you
you.
were to talk about like things that we're thankful for, I'm thankful that I was able to live on campus housing and the
Mhm.
university apartments because and close enough to get to class within like well depending where I was. Oh, and for anyone that's listening, you're like, how did you get to class so quickly? I ran really quickly. No, I'm just playing. I
No,
didn't
no, no,
run.
no.
He had a skateboard.
Yeah, I had an electric skateboard that I really miss riding around campus.
I can't do that. I can't like wake up 10 minutes before class and then just go. Like I would fall asleep in class. I need to give myself like at least like 30 minutes to kind of like wake up.
Really, what I'd do is I'd make coffee in 2 minutes, and I just pour it into my little
Okay,
coffee hydro thing. So in
I guess
class,
that's
I'd be sipping on coffee.
I guess that's the thing. I don't drink coffee. Like I'm
Oh, okay.
not trying to get addicted. I don't really like the taste.
Uh,
So I guess that's why.
okay. I mean, yeah.
I was gonna say I was on the same like boat as you, Alan, because I hated coffee and I hated the taste. But this year, it's been smacking. I'm not gonna lie. My friends that work at Starbucks have been hooking it up, and free coffee tastes pretty good, if I do say so myself.
Keyword. He said free coffee.
Because they work at Starbucks and they get free drinks, so it's like they're like, dude, do you want someone? They punch in like their partner numbers or whatever to show that they're employees and they get free drinks and stuff.
Yeah,
But
cause like a small little Starbucks bag costs like $7 or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to get used to it.
Your coffee?
you do have to get used to it, yeah.
Yeah, I just started drinking coffee when I was like literally like months old because they would give me when I was
Oh
little.
my god.
So I feel like it's something that just happens in a Latinx household sometimes.
Mhm.
So and that's like at least my family did that, and they still did that with my little sister, like giving
Well,
us
yeah,
coffee.
I kind of drink that too, but it's like kind of like the instant decaf
Yeah,
coffee,
yeah,
like when
that's
I was a
that's the
little
one
kid.
that I got used to because I mean we weren't gonna go and buy like that freaking Starbucks or anything like that was too expensive. But even the
Yeah.
instant one, it's kind of like I feel like the instant one was like the gateway into drinking the other coffees.
Yeah, and I don't drink it that often because I don't want to get like dependent on it. Because I know people like, oh, don't talk to me until I had my morning coffee. Like, man, I don't want to be like that.
I feel like it gets to a point where it doesn't, or at least for me, like I'll drink because this is how like much I drink coffee. I drink coffee morning and night every day,
Okay.
but I don't drink it because to like wake me up unless like I really need something to wake up. I literally just drink it because I like it, if that makes sense. And I drink it black too.
I
Okay.
was gonna say that's concerning.
Why?
I don't know, cause okay, I recently saw a TikTok where this guy was talking about how he had a headache the whole entire day, and he couldn't pinpoint it, and then he had coffee, and his headache went away. So I
Withdrawal.
feel as though having it too much, yeah, that's kind of what he had, like
Well, what
the
if like
Crazy.
withdrawals of like not drinking for a day or two. I don't
Because it
know.
is a
It's
drug,
kind
right? It's considered a drug.
it is, I think. I
I
don't
feel
have my
like I
source, but
can
I'm
I feel like it is if you are like reliant on it. Like they said you need it to like wake up and stuff.
We'll try to stop Brian.
But no, I can stop and I've gone days when I don't drink coffee. It's like
Okay.
cool. Like I can go without drinking coffee. I just like enjoy having a hot like beverage, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, that does.
what about like a tea or a
Yeah, I like
champurrado
teas
or
too.
something?
I'll drink teas too, less often than coffee, but I definitely like drinking teas. It's just about like like I feel like it's more like the experience that I enjoy more.
Mm.
Like
Mhm.
the warm little feeling you get waking up in the morning. And then I know it's strange for some people to drink coffee at night because you're like, doesn't it keep you up at night? For whatever reason, it doesn't work like that with me. Like it doesn't keep me up at night. Like I can fall asleep. If
Oh,
anything,
does it
I've
keep
noticed it puts me to sleep. Weirdly enough,
That's also kind of weird too.
is
But
that
cool.
weird? I guess it's just all those years of drinking it.
I think if it's decaf, then I think maybe it's just like, like people who drink warm milk before bed. But if it's not, if it's caffeinated, then it's weird.
Yeah, I think I mix it up, but I mean, if I'm thankful for some things, back to the being thankful stuff, I'm thankful for coffee, y'all. But don't drink too much of it. So don't. I'm not here promoting the drinking of coffee because we don't
Yeah,
want to rely on that.
last thing before we move on about coffee. Another reason why I kind of don't want to like start drinking it is because coffee breath. That shit, like I hate that so much.
Oh yeah, I don't know how the heck I I feel like that's not something that affects me really enough. Well, I mean, if you brush your teeth, it shouldn't. But
Now that you bring that up, I was just gonna say, now that Alan brings it up, I never noticed that like people do be smelling like coffee when they talk,
Mm-hmm.
like straight up coffee.
you need
Wow.
that
Like
good
breath, it's weird.
good toothpaste because coffee stains your teeth like a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
That too.
And then that was one issue I started having. Like it started staining my teeth like bad. So I started using the charcoal toothpaste.
Does it work?
It works really good. Like it's taken away stains and it's prevented stains.
Send me the brand. Send
Especially for someone like myself that drinks it so often, it yeah, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I have the Crest one, charcoal, and I don't know. Is that the one you have, or which one do you have?
I the one I started using first was a Colgate one,
Mm.
Colgate charcoal, and then but you can get like the Crest one at Costco for cheaper.
Yeah, I got 3 tubes for 15, 3 or 4 tubes.
Yeah, and they're like tiny, but I mean if it's just like for you, like maybe your family doesn't want to use that one. But if it's just for you, it's pretty good. I mean, it's worked for me.
Mm-hmm. This is a great Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah, just talking
Talking
about
about
dental
coffee.
hygiene and coffee. Hey, I'm thankful for Crest for coming out with a charcoal toothpaste that helps me combat the effects of coffee, which I'm also very thankful for.
I'll go ahead and check that out because I have like the whitening one. Like that's just it's not charcoal, but it's just like the whitening toothpaste, and I don't think it works.
Yeah, check out the charcoal one. It's a little more expensive, but I think it's worth it. Like
Okay,
in the
yeah.
long run, like if you're trying to, keep those pearly whites pearly white, then yeah. Let's move on from toothpaste and coffee. What a great episode, isn't it?
Yep.
Do you want to go up next, Alan? We heard Jo was thankful for not having a commute.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Um, I guess. Okay. Well, I guess living at home during these times, like it's not the best. I would kind of rather be living in a dorms, but I'm saving a shit ton of money. I don't have to take out like
True.
loans to live on the hill, so that's good. I don't have to pay those off in the future.
You miss living on the hill? Is that like kind of just having more of your own like space, or is it just the college like atmosphere that you get? You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah. I think it was the atmosphere as well. Like just I always felt like way more productive on the
hmm
hill. Like even just like basic stuff like stuff that I could do here at my house, but I just don't do for some reason. And then
yeah.
just like studying wise, you see everyone like grinding and you're like, okay, I should probably grind too. So you end up like studying more. It's this weird effect.
It's like you're at home and you're just like, I could be lazy because I don't see,
Hmm.
anyone. I definitely feel that. It's like I don't know. I don't know if it's probably the same for every campus, but or actually no, it might not always be the same because the thing about UCLA's dorms are they're all like very clustered together,
Hmm.
and there's a lot of students on there, so you're constantly seeing people at all times. Like when you go get food in the dining
Yeah.
hall and the lounges, there's literally people everywhere. So it almost feels like a small little town, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
And then I mean, I'd been up like hella early and there's still people up. So I feel like other campuses, because they're more spread out, like their dorms are more spread out, it's not that same atmosphere. But for some reason here, because of the structure of it, we're just like told to study and do our work and all that because we see people doing that.
Yeah, it tripped me out the first time I went to another university and like they had a dorm over here and then like a mile away was another dorm. I'm like, what? It just like it makes sense to have them all together, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I'm not a design architecture person.
I think I've only seen UCLA from the university I've been to. usually is the only one I've seen that like together. Maybe it's because they're using like really big buildings with a lot of floors, which for anyone that's never been to the campus, like my friends had never been to the campus and they went once and they're like, bro, this looks like a freaking hotel, like the outside of a hotel, because they have a bunch of floors and stuff. So I don't know. I just feel like it's that kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, can we talk about how small the UCLA dorms are?
Too small, especially if you lived in a triple.
I was like the closets too, but yeah, they're hella
Uh,
small. I'm tired.
And like I got used to them towards the end. Like like it was just normal to me. But then like I would see other people's dorms and I'm like, damn, this shit's small.
were you living in a triple, Alan?
Yeah, classic triple. So it's like the worst one.
Yeah, I feel you. I lived there 3 years, and yeah, I mean it helps though, cause I think it helps 'cause you. I switched roommates like 3 times,
Hmm.
and so it helps like meet different people. 'Cause
Yeah,
they're all different. So I mean, in that part, it was cool, but sometimes you never know what kind of roommates you're gonna get, right?
yeah.
Sometimes
I
you
got
might end
lucky.
up with someone like JL. Nah, I'm just playing
Wow.
fool. I'm
Clap back.
Honestly, oh no, never mind. I want to be thankful. I was about to talk about my first year roommate, but I wish him the best.
playing.
Blah blah blah.
Oh, that's right. I remember the T.
Yeah, there's something. But anyway,
So, Alan, you're thankful to live on campus, right?
What
I
was
mean,
that?
to not. You're thankful to be on at home and save money.
Yeah, but it's again, it's kind of like a curse as well because
Yeah.
you don't get that same atmosphere.
I miss the hill food. I think I used to that 1919.
Alan, can you imagine the study not being there?
No, like I used to go there like all the time for the sandwiches, trying
Yeah,
to
we
be
didn't.
healthy.
The study I think had the best food. Yeah, I'm just yeah, it was good there.
So you're okay. So you're thankful for the food on campus. And honestly, we had good food. I'm thankful. I guess since we're going through what we're thankful for, I'm honestly thankful for UCLA's food because it came in clutch. Like compared to, because I've had the opportunity to go
Mhm.
to other universities sometimes across the country, because of the part-time job I have or the seasonal job that I have. So I've been to like some schools in Florida and some schools in New York and stuff like that. And their
Mhm.
food is trash compared to the food. Like no shade to them, but their food is trash compared to UCLA's food. Like I feel like we're spoiled when it comes to like cuisine.
It's a give and take. Small dorms, but good food.
Yep.
Yeah, I went to an Ivy League for like a first gen conference. I don't want to name which one, but we had like lunch there, and the people that were hosting us were like, because we had like a little group chat among the students without the staff. They were like, "Oh, we're sorry y'all experience this food. This it has no seasoning, no taste." And we were like, "Yeah." Like we were compared to UCLA's food, like we were fucking given like the best. Like and in terms of variety too, damn, we were spoiled, honestly.
For real. Alan, enjoy the food. Well, I mean, assuming that things go back to normal.
Yeah, I'll probably end up getting an apartment, which means I'm not gonna get the meal plan.
If it's a university one, you can still get a plan, but
Yeah, but I want to save money.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean, I'll tell you this though, it takes a for someone who had to cook occasionally, because sometimes I get lazy, but it takes forever to cook because you're sharing like an apartment with people and
Mm.
all that. So it does take a while to cook and clean and all that.
I feel
So,
like I'd eat a lot healthier if I had to cook my stuff, because then I would just eat like salad and rice and chicken.
oh, for sure, because that's easy to do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like on the hill, you just like, what do I want? Do I want pizza? Do I want a sandwich? Do I want like pure unhealthy stuff? Or especially if you went to like one of the dining halls like Covell, just munch out on pizza and garlic fries.
I used to go for the fucking salads. I'm pissed.
Bruh, you went for the salads to like
Yeah,
I went for the
I know.
pizza.
I really wasted a quarter or two eating
But then
healthy.
my last 2 years, I think I started going a lot to B play because I was like, I gotta get healthy, man.
I've never been to B plate.
I know I gasped,
It's
but I
good.
I gasped internally.
It's good there, even though it's seen as like
It's like a
the
meme
food
or
there's.
something.
It's like the food there's very small and like very like extra. I don't know if that makes sense. Like
I think I never went there because I always had like a small window to eat. At least like in the what was it, winter quarter, I had like a very small window to eat, and it was usually the Nev that was open.
Mm. Yeah, B play gets packed too if you're not there like
Yeah.
early. It gets packed, but they have some good stuff and it's healthier.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I started going there.
what are y'all planning on eating for Thanksgiving? What you're doing, especially right now?
Bro, I don't even know, man.
It's tomorrow.
I know,
um.
but like I try helping out and they're just like, nope, no, don't help. Wait,
Oh, I'm not helping out, but I know what I'm gonna eat at least.
what do you guys are you guys just spending it at home or are you going to like a relative's house?
Oh no, staying at home. Fight COVID.
Mm.
Yeah,
Same.
because it's getting fucking crazy out there. Like oh, it's like it's the worst it's ever been, and people are acting like it's gone.
No, you know what I'm concerned about? It's the this year because of, I mean, because of COVID, or I don't even know if it's because of COVID, but a lot of stores decided to cancel their Thursday Black Friday sales, which Black Friday it's more like Black Thursday because they open on
Or
Thursday like at
Wednesday.
6 or like online. Like you can get a bunch of stuff online, right? Which is
Yeah.
how I would get anything I wanted. I would just get stuff online. But now they're like, oh, we're gonna close all our stores on Thursday and do the traditional Black Friday. And that's concerning because I feel like there's going to be a lot of people in the stores, and that's definitely not what we need right now.
Wait, they're gonna. You said they were gonna close though.
They're closing Thursday, but they're opening Friday.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, so it's like normal Black Friday. All they did was take off the Thursday, so like you can't shop in store on Thursday. You have to wait until Friday to shop in store, which is
But
dumb, like I said, because you can get all this online.
yeah, but I think they have been doing a good job of like kind of advertising that. I mean, like Target and Walmart have been doing it the whole month of November, kind of like deals
Yeah, Target
online.
has like online deals and then they'll have like a special section for the Black Friday weekend. Same with like Walmart. For example, I only buy video games like once a year because I'm not like someone who plays constantly. And I'm like, I'm not gonna pay $60 for a game when I'm gonna play like not too often. So I always wait to buy them at this time. So I literally bought my games like 2, 3 days ago
Hmm.
at GameStop, picked them up, avoided all that foot traffic, and I don't have to worry about that during, I can just be at home with my family, how it should be.
Target sometimes has free stuff too.
Free
Free.
stuff?
Yeah, it's self checkout.
I fucking knew
What
it.
do you mean?
I knew you were gonna make the joke.
I don't get it.
um, self checkout. You
Oh,
just miss to scan
bruh.
something. But
See, I've
I'm
never
thankful for
done
the
that.
self checkout.
Are you admitting
Dude,
to stealing from
never mind.
Target live on the
That's why I said.
podcast?
That's why I said. Never mind. Never mind.
You
I
just
don't
want
want
me
to
to
get in
cut this
trouble.
part out? All
No, it's fine. I'm not
right,
scared.
we're leaving this in. So
Um,
He never admitted it.
he never admitted it. He implied it, but sure. Jail's never stole anything.
stolen. Well,
For all we could have been
I
it could
already
have been
got
a
in trouble, but
chapstick he took since he loves chapstick.
no, I do, but nah. This was like $40 worth of stuff. But at Walmart, they have cameras on top, so if you don't scan something, they do like an instant replay of you not scanning it. So when I saw that, I was like, all right, I can't steal from Walmart. Target, yes, not Walmart.
Okay.
Okay, so you
Um,
heard it here on Part of Cultura. Go to Target and pretend to scan your items, and it's this whole new thing that Target is implementing called self checkout.
I think I'm kind of striving away from the thankful theme of this podcast. Maybe we could go back to what we're doing. Um, but
We're talking about food,
I
right?
don't
We're
food
talking
and
about
like
food somehow.
what we're doing, and for this year, I think I'm gonna go over my friend's place because she invited me, but it's only gonna be us, like me, her, and her family and stuff. And they asked like, oh, she told me I don't have to bring anything, but like I kind of want to bring something because I don't want to bring
Yeah,
anything,
yeah, yeah.
you know. So
You
just
can
gonna
always
do
bring
that.
dessert.
Maybe bring like a pie or something home.
Yeah.
Maybe do that. I don't know yet.
What about
But
you, Alan?
Yeah, my family's just making kind of like the traditional stuff, like a turkey and stuff.
Oh, you eat
Um,
turkey.
what was that?
You eat turkey during things. I know that sounds dumb. Like, hey, you eat turkey during Thanksgiving. But I'm just asking because I know a bunch of Latinos that actually don't eat turkey.
Yeah, well, I mean, we used to, and then we kind of stopped for like a couple of years, and made just other stuff. But then this year I was like, no, I want a turkey. Like we haven't had turkey in so long. This is the only time I
Okay.
ever eat turkey, so I was like, can you guys make
Yeah.
it?
Have you had a turkey for Thanksgiving, Joe?
I used to, but ever since like my mom was like, yeah, I'm not doing the turkey cooking for Thanksgiving, she would just keep the free turkeys that I would get at like Thanksgiving boxes and drives and stuff, and she would just save
Mhm.
them for Christmas to make like tamales of de pavo. And she would
Ooh,
tell
that's
people
smart.
That
they were
sounds like fun.
chicken. Yeah, it was good. She would tell people it was chicken. I'd be like, nah, it's turkey. She was like, same bird.
Bruh.
But yeah, we're not
Nah.
eating turkey.
Okay, for sure.
No, it's too dry.
I I've never actually had turkey for Thanksgiving.
But have you had it like in general?
I've had like turkey like on sandwiches.
You haven't had to like cut off the turkey
No,
itself,
I've
no?
never had a
That's
turkey like that.
crazy.
Like that's just not something my family has ever done. We always do like maybe I think it's because they don't really like turkey like that. I think now they like it a little more. And my mom was contemplating on doing a turkey this year. And I was like, nah, because it's dry or I'm not like a huge meat eater when it comes to like big chunks of meat. Like I like my chicken, and I'm not a huge like red meat person because I'm really picky with like my steak. So I was like, I don't know how I feel about a big bird.
I think you just have to know how to do it.
Yeah, if it's cooked right, it's good, but also it's just a matter of taste because some people either find it too dry or too bland or the other way around, really good, really juicy. So it's like it's just a matter of taste. But you should have it
Oh,
just to see where your taste is at.
no, I was just gonna say one of the reasons why I like turkey is because of the stuffing, or
The
like
stuffing.
in the East Coast, I think they call it dressing. Like that shit's so bomb.
What's the
That's like my
stuffing?
favorite part.
It's good. I
But like,
just
what's in it?
I had it last year and well, I only had it last year. Maybe Alan, you want to take this? How stuffing you traditionally goes?
Well, it's because the way my mom makes it is like different. I don't think hers is traditional stuffing, but it usually has like what's it called? Like little cubes of bread, kind of. It sounds weird, but it's like little cubes of bread, and then it's got like the turkey or chicken stock, and like a whole bunch of like vegetables and stuff. And then my mom puts bacon in it and carne molida.
So you just like literally shove that inside the turkey.
Yep, and like around it too.
It's good. It
This is
sucks
so.
up all the juices
This
and
is so like weird. This is sound like I said, it sounds dumb. You've never had turkey or stuffing. My family just has never done it.
Yeah, it's just really good. It's like a lot of flavors. I think that's what makes a turkey, at least for me, have like a lot more flavor than just because if I was just to eat like the meat, like but if you put like other stuff on it, then I think it becomes better.
See, here's the thing. I'm like super simple when it comes to food. If you bring a box of pizza to Thanksgiving, I will gladly eat that and be happy with that.
that sounds good too. My friend from high school would tell me how for Thanksgiving her mom would just buy KFC and they would just have a dinner with that. And I'm
That's
like,
not
oh,
bad to
good.
be honest.
That sounds good. They have the mashed potatoes, the bird
Yeah.
sides and stuff. So
I mean, I think I am having like the traditional sides, and I think I'm having because my godparents are coming. It's only gonna be like 8 of us,
Hmm.
and I know that they're bringing we have sides, and they're bringing like lasagna, and we have like garlic bread. There's gonna be a lot of food, but as far as like big birds, I don't think we're having big birds.
Real quick, I am thankful for lasagna. I've tried it for the first time like maybe like 3 years ago. It was so good.
You never had it in like elementary?
Oh,
No,
you're
because
right. They had it in
in
elementary.
elementary, like public schools, like that should look gross. But then I had like some like real stuff and it was bomb.
No,
That shit was
I feel like it
no.
was good, but I mean we were little kids, so maybe it wasn't as good.
Yeah, I agreeing with Brian. It was good from my memory, but I'm pretty sure eating it now, I'd probably be like, yeah, this isn't smack as much.
Like the pizza, you remember the square pizzas we would get? Bro, I would like fight people for an extra slice of
Those
pizza.
are good. Those are good as well.
And like if you had them now, they're trash compared to like other pizzas.
I was just gonna say the ones that had like, yeah, because thinking about it now, they were kind of nasty because they would have cubed pepperoni, right? Or just me?
I think those are like when I was in elementary, and then they shifted towards like normal
The
pepperoni
the
around middle
regular one.
school, high
I
school.
had like a rectangle one with
Hmm.
the
Were you guys
circle
in high
pepperoni.
school when they started putting them in bags?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was like the end of my middle school. Like I think eighth grade. That was the last year when we had like normal food. 'Cause I remember they were still giving out like chicken tenders and stuff like that. But then when I got to freshman year of high school, that's when they started shifting like the lunch. So then it started like getting worse and worse.
Okay, so then um you guys I don't think you guys were there for they started giving pizza again, but they actually started giving pizza slices.
No, I missed that.
Yeah, I think it was my senior year when they started giving like actual pizza, and we were all like, "What?" It was still kind of like whack, like the crust was like whack, but it was like an upgrade from the square pizza.
that would suck, no, because sometimes they cut the pizzas uneven, so some people get bigger slices and stuff.
They were all roughly the same.
Mm.
If it was smaller, it was probably like just a little bit smaller.
So back on the Thanksgiving food topic, what do you guys like? Because I mean, I feel like a Thanksgiving meal needs that Thanksgiving dessert. What do you guys normally have?
I usually have cookies or brownies.
Cookies or brownies?
I would say pumpkin pie, or like you would have here and there at the bring like a homemade apple pie or something like that. But for sure, pumpkin pie.
Wait, never mind. I fucked up. Cheesecake. My mom makes some of the best cheesecake in the world. I can't believe I forgot about it. But yeah, cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Is that like a constant thing? Like every year you have cheesecake?
Yeah, for that, and I think Christmas as well. She usually makes it.
Cool, cool. I think mine at my household we usually just switch it up. It's like random stuff. Like I think this year my sister's making the dessert. It's like a lemon, kind of like a lemon cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
If that, but it's like I don't know. It's weird. It's just like my mom's creation. It has like those Maria cookies,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
I think I've
so
had that before.
she basically like makes like a lime with mixed with a bunch of other stuff. Then she pours it into the dish or whatever you're using, a little tin, and then they put cookies all over it, and then they pour. It's like layers of it, and then they throw it in the fridge for it to get. No, they throw it in the freezer.
I think I've had something like that. I don't think it
It's
was
it's
lemon, but like something. It sounds like that with like the cookies and the layers.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be frozen, so then when you take it out, it's cold. It's super weird, but it tastes good. So for me, I'm like huge on desserts. Like I have a huge sweet tooth, so I need to have like my dose of chocolate. And I haven't been eating like sweets, or I've been trying to eat healthy just for like tomorrow, so I don't feel bad about whatever I eat. So I guess quick little reflection as we're running down on time. Quick little reflection for this year for both of you. What is it overall? What is it that you've been thankful for, and what do you hope for next year?
I want to say that for this year, I'm thankful for being able to express myself artistically and graduating UCLA because it has been a rough 4 years. And for clothes like this too, because especially right now during COVID, socialization is kind of hard. But thanks to LFTA, we meet weekly. We're able to talk, catch up, and it's been really helpful for sure. Oh, and what I'm looking forward towards next year, I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to just the pandemic kind of being settled more effectively because, administration's changing towards Biden and stuff like that. And Trump really handled
Yeah.
the pandemic so badly. So I'm hoping with Biden in office, he helps kind of stabilize the pandemic and kind of has us be up to date to like Australia standards of living and like New Zealand because most of them have been case free of COVID because their leaders have actually been doing stuff for the pandemic and stuff.
Yeah,
For
I
sure.
agree.
I mean, it's not like Trump did anything to combat the pandemic. So
He did the bare minimum.
yeah, so it can only go up. How
Hopefully,
about you,
hopefully.
Alan?
This year has been tough, very very tough. But I I think I said this in my video that I had submitted. But
Yeah, I
I'm
know
just,
what you're talking about.
yeah, I'm just thankful that it hasn't been that bad. I think mentally it's kind of been bad, but I'm grateful that my dad still has a job, that he didn't lose his job like many people did during this pandemic. I'm thankful that I'm still going to school. A lot of people, because their parents lost their jobs, they had to like kind of go to work and like not go to school. No one in my immediate family has gotten sick or has died from the virus, knock on wood. So just kind of stuff. I know people are going through a lot more than me, and I'm thankful that it hasn't gotten super bad. I'm just going through what a lot of the other people are going through. Kind of just not being able not being able to hang out with friends. So I'm thankful to have a family that I can actually live with because I know a lot of people kind of don't like being with their families because it is tough sometimes. Just toxic environment and stuff like that. I don't think it's like that here in my house, and I'm just thankful for my friends as well. It's really important to know that they're still there even though we don't hang out. Like we still chat and talk and stuff, and yeah, that's what I'm thankful for.
Cool. And for next year, what do you hope?
Oh yeah, just to get back to normal. Give me a taste of normal, and I think we're going in that way with the vaccines heading out. We're probably still gonna have to wear masks, but I'm totally okay with that as long as I can see my friends and do stuff. That's normal.
Agreed. Invest in a good mask,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, my turn. Like what Alan said, I feel like it's been a rough year, but the degree to which it's been rough has been different for everyone. Some people have had it a lot harder. Some people have had like, deaths in the family or, they've lost their job. So I've been thankful for, having a place to live, obviously, straight out of graduation, that my parents aren't like, hey, get the heck out, especially because it's hard to get a job, especially in the industry, obviously, with it getting shut down. And like Alan, you said your dad still had a job, so like I relate to that because when everything was closing down and they were like, oh, only essential businesses were to remain open. I'm just
Mhm.
lucky that my dad's business is categorized as an essential business,
Yeah.
so we were able to like. I mean, it's been rough for sure, but we were able to like stay afloat and it's the small little things like having a roof over your head and all that I'm thankful for.
Hmm.
Like you said, I feel like I don't have a lot to complain about in terms of like materialistic things.
Yeah.
It's more like the psychological and
Mhm.
mental challenges that come with the pandemic. I think that's been like the biggest issue, at least for like me.
No, I just wanted to agree with that too. It's just been hard mentally.
But yeah, I'm hoping for, like you said, a little taste of normality, even if it's something as minute as being able to like safely see, our friends. Because one thing that we don't notice is, or maybe we do, but we have family, obviously, but there's a reason that people have friends or people that they interact with outside of our family because not everyone
Mhm.
has a safe environment or a family or a place that they can call home, specifically towards the holidays, which is why I like the holidays for me. Kind of like, I love the holidays, but I always get a little bit gloomy because I think, well, that not everyone has it like that, and so
Hmm.
I feel kind of guilty, in a way. I'm like, can I enjoy this? Like, because there's others that don't get this, so I think it's super important to like be able to interact with like our friends and stuff. So maybe getting a little taste of that back would be a good step towards normality. But I think the number one thing for me is just making sure that people are safe and that lives aren't being lost because of like the stupidity of other individuals,
Hmm.
aka Trump and all those that voted for Trump. But yeah, that's I guess that's what I hope for next year. Oh, and that the Lakers bring back another championship. Yeah.
Have
Had
to
to sneak
mention the
that in there.
Lakers.
Bro, it's just like you already know I'm thankful. Hey man, this year the Laker Nation suffered a whole lot.
You didn't even mention that what you were thankful for. Like LA is like the city of champions.
I feel like that's the unspoken thing that I knew Alan and Joe are you both are from here, from LA,
Hmm.
so and I've always been like a big Laker fan. So the death of Kobe was a huge thing for the city,
Yeah.
and it just seemed like fate that they brought home the championship, and I felt like the city of LA really needed it because we had a lot going on, with there was a lot of protests going on, a lot of turmoil.
Hmm.
The COVID cases were rising, unemployment, homelessness. It was just a lot, and for that split second, it was kind of like let us savor this mini little victory.
Yeah.
And of course, the Dodgers won too. For any baseball fan, I'm not a baseball fan, but I know a lot of
Yeah.
people are. So
LA
yeah,
is LA,
LA is LA. Love it here,
except for the Angels.
except for the Angels. Though they don't count.
I was gonna say, if the Angels win, though, are we still gonna celebrate or?
A little bit.
Mm. See, I
2%.
barely celebrated when the Dodgers won just because I'm not a baseball fan. So I can't guarantee even a slight smile if the Angels win.
I mean, I just want to give a reason to drink and cheers with people. Honestly,
Think of it this way: would you celebrate if the Clippers won?
Yeah.
honestly,
Never mind.
yeah, I would. I mean, when I went to the Lakers celebration, quick story, but people were saying "fuck the Clippers," and I was like, me not knowing why. I told my friend, I was like, "Why would they say that?" And she just started laughing at me. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It was funny.
Hey, we actually got an hour out of this podcast.
Hey, sweet, talking about food, and toothpaste and coffee and
Coffee.
Lakers,
Diversity in the podcast.
bruh. All right. I guess with that, we'll conclude our Thanksgiving, or what was supposed to be Thanksgiving. Honestly, I don't know what the heck we just recorded.
It was a little bit of everything, but
A
that's
little bit
fine.
of just like Thanksgiving meal. You get a little bit of mashed potatoes, a little bit of meat over here. You got your desserts. That's what Thanksgiving's about. Joining people together. We're joining random stuff and putting it into a podcast. So you know. I hope it works. But yeah, thank you, Alan. Thank you, JL, for
Of course.
joining me. And for anyone that's listening, thank you for sticking around to our mayhem. Happy holidays to everyone who, you know, celebrates the holidays. We are releasing, as Alan said, a new episode next week. Alan, do you want to tell them the topic?
Yeah, we are talking about white saviorism in films. So it gets really interesting. It's a really good episode. Not check it out, but like be on the lookout for that episode.
Yes, and you can check when we have a new episode dropping by either subscribing to wherever it is you listen to podcasts, or you can follow our Instagram at LFTA at UCLA, where we have all our podcasts when they're being uploaded, as well as other content. You can also follow our TikTok. That's right, we have a TikTok. I never thought I'd be running a TikTok account, but here we are, 2020. You can follow our TikTok at LFT_talks for just random skits as well as tutorials. And yeah, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure to leave a positive review. We don't need that negativity, but we are appreciate constructive criticism. And yeah, that's been another episode of Cultura. Anything you want to say, Alan, JL, before we leave?
Just thank you for listening to the podcast. These have been really fun to make.
Also, we're not celebrating the genocide of a whole bunch of Native Americans. We're celebrating being thankful for stuff. We're trying to move that narrative, you know. But yeah, I just want to say that.
Yeah, I didn't even want to get into that because that's a whole like
Huge discussion.
another episode that we could go on for a while. But yeah, I never have celebrated that. That's never been my Thanksgiving. It's been like just being thankful for our families and all that. Good stuff.
Exactly.
So yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in, and that's been another episode of Part of Cultura.
See ya.
Adios.
Bye.